Hey, what up, tubies? We back. We back, my tubers, for another QB here on Arena. Yeah. I just finished recording another video, and if you watched yesterday's video, rather, yeah. That's why I'm drafting again, because I need to get out of my system. All right, let's do something else. Last time we did mono black. Hint, hint. Go watch that video. It's a short one. But let's try mono white this time, shall we? I'm going to first pick this Maul of the Skyclaves and just force it. Let's run away. We should be able to wield a dog, or maybe even Raidane if we're lucky, but Maul of the Skyclaves is a fantastic white aggro card. I don't think I'm going to be able to go through all of the mono colors and force them. I think I've done mono red, I've done mono black, this will be mono white. I mean, I guess in essence we've done mono blue, and we've done close to mono green, but yeah, let's try to do a mono white deck. Unless I get past, like, Key of the Archives or, you know, Discover the Formula right now, second pick. In which case, I will just draft as normal, but for now, let's take them all and see if we can get something to go along with that, eh? Yeah, okay, and I'll second pick this Clarion Spirit. Passing Remorseful Cleric, Banishing Light, Valorous Stance. I like the Cleric quite a bit. A lot of freaking upside, especially if you can draft a very low curve. I think it's better than the Cleric in the Dark. Kind of just looks like a good old standard deck over here. Clarion, Maul the Skyclaves. I assume Adeline's in the... Oh, actually is Adeline in the cube? Now that I think about it, I can't recall seeing Adeline in cube. And maybe it's just because I have, like, blinders on for white aggressive cards, but I mean, I guess it would make a lot of sense if Adeline was in the cube. Anyway, continue down the forcing white path. We have Fibblethip over here, hoarding all of my packs. Let's see, we're gonna get Adeline, and something good there, and something good there, and something good there. Come on, Fibbles. I'm gonna shame the avatar. I won't shame the person. Alright, what did we get? Not a bad pack. Not sure mono white teleportation circles where you want to be, but Venerated Loxodon is really good. Like, if you can just curve out into Venerated Loxodon, games are often just going to end on the spot. Passing a Heliod, I don't think Heliod is all that great baseline. It could be good, but I think this is just an easy Loxodon here for me. Into an Ambitious Farmhand or a Shelter. Shelter's pretty good, but I don't think any deck really wants it besides maybe this one, so feels like the Farmhand is probably a better choice. And this makes sure that you're hitting your land drops in mono white, so I think that makes sense. What are the best one drops that we can get other than the Isamaru on the wheel? There's the Usher of the Fallen. That would be a good wheel, or not a good wheel, a good open, I guess. Giant Killer, I guess, is an okay one drop. Is Figure of... No, Figure of Destiny is not in this. I can't actually think of too many one drops in white here that you want. Oh, like Dog, the other dog, I guess, the Selfless Savior. As we get a pack with literally no mono white cards. That is not a good sign. I don't think we want Traxos. I'm just trying to force it, so I don't plan on playing red or whatever. I don't plan on playing a two-color deck. I think we just want to try to force the mono white, but this is not a good sign. Well, I guess I'll take the Banefire just in case we end up in red-white. But hopefully those packs didn't have many white cards for a different reason, although I guess I could just take the Stone Coil Serpent here over Experimental Frenzy. That's probably okay. Yeah, that's fine. That's not a good sign, though. It does certainly feel like somebody upstream is drafting a lot of white from me. There could have even be a couple white drafters uphill. Okay, I mean, we got Soul Herder, Harvester, Shepherd. Yeah, some good pickup here. Alright. Maybe those were just some unlucky packs with not many white cards in them. Harvester's decent. I think I like Shepherd a little bit more for the interaction. Okay, and the dog wield, so could have just been some pretty dry packs for white. Somebody took the Raidane out of this one, but we got the 1-drop, so I think that's even better for us. And yeah, we wield the Cleric. Okay, so now my guess is that there's a couple packs where we didn't see any white cards. There just weren't many open, period, so. It's a pretty late Heart, pretty late Watery Grave. Don't think we're going to be playing either of those, though. Shelter on the wheel. Good, good, good. Okay, yeah. We are looking good now. Got concerned there for a little bit, but ended up getting a bunch of 2-drops. Wheeled a couple of good other spells as well. I took the Serpent over the potential, like, Experimental Frenzy, so that was good. Last few pickups here, not gonna matter. Nothing in them anyways. What's the best mono white card? Is it like History of Benalia or something? I'm not even sure. Well, I guess this is a pre-recorded video because I called that. Apparition's also great, but sometimes you just play 2-drop into History of Benalia and you win the game. Not even kidding, like, this card is that good. What a pickup. Alright, well, as long as we're calling cards, what else do I want besides History of Benalia? Is there like a white Planeswalker that I... No. There's like Sarah, but that's not great. Yikes. Okay, another pack where we don't have a full-on white card here. We have a Immortal Sun, but I think that's too expensive for us to want. I'm gonna take it over like the Pathway because again I'm planning on just forcing the mono white here, but getting some really unfortunate packs. Yikes. Wow, again. Not a single white card in the pack. Individual white card. Okay, I guess I'm gonna take Bone Splitter. This is really crazy. I think these packs just might be super dry of white, given all the white cards that we ended up wheeling the first time around, yeah. Like, now we'll take Cast out and probably wheel the Pride of Conquerors, but that feels really strange. So once again, could just be a couple of very, very dry packs for the white deck. Like, I wouldn't be surprised to see a really good white card coming next pick. Because I think white is open, it's just... It's not being... Or it's not available in the packs. We'll see. Creature count right now is at 7, so not too bad. We need some ways to get a lot of extra value. Alright, there's an Usher of the Fallen. Heroic Reinforcements would be a fantastic splash card, but... Obviously, just taking the Usher here. Sticking with this. I don't know why it keeps doing that. Stonecoil Serpent, I guess? It thinks it's a 0. What cards in white can get a bunch of value off of them? Icing Fang? Or Icing Death? Yeah, that actually seems fine here. 4 power, flyer for 4 mana doesn't seem Unplayable. Wouldn't mind picking up a couple of creature lands. Cave of the Frost Dragon or Crawling Barrens would even be fine here. Just some extra ways to give us some pressure in the long term. Okay, there's the Cave of the Frost Dragon. Yeah, I just need to call them. Seems like we're getting all the pieces that I call for, so... Well, I don't expect to get like an 8th pick Swords to Plowshares, but just a white playable in the next pack would be pretty nice. Already saw Red Dane go by. Let's see. Yuck. Mulligan. Sheesh. Really, really dry white packs. I'm at 14 playables, not including the cave right now, so... If I don't get a couple more playables out of this pack, which I don't think there are many that I can get, we could have an issue where I need to splash like Banefire or something, or end up playing the Immortal Sun. Yeah, these... super, super dry. I mean, I guess the Immortal Sun's not a terrible top-end card, it's just... This would be better off as an Anthem, right? Like a Glorious Anthem. 3 mana, all my creatures get +1/+1, as opposed to a 6 mana. Because this deck is going to want to run like 15, 16 lands and just curve out quickly. Having a 6-drop stuck in my hand until we, you know, get the 6 mana. Not exactly ideal. Oh yeah, so... I was talking about the other dot. Yeah, so Selfless Savior, rather. Alseid of, what is it? Life's Bounty. That's another good 1-drop we would want. Oh, Thalia would be a decent 2-drop. Something like that. Again, these were the packs that didn't have any white cards in them, so don't be surprised, right? I don't think there was too much more that I could actually end up wheeling, except here, yeah, that Pride of Conquerors, okay. 10 permanents is also not the easiest thing to do, but I guess with a card like Clarion Spirit or Usher or History, we can potentially make a lot. Yeah, we'll probably get right enough. Just enough playables after pack 3 is all said and done. But it feels like we were fighting. Fighting plus not opened very well. Alright, Angel of Sanctions. Oh, Thraben Inspector. There's the Selfless Savior. Faceless Agent would be okay, I'm sure. I think we want one of these 1-drops. And I think Thraben Inspector is just too good. A 1-drop that also draws us a card seems very, very nice. Let's do that. Into a Luminarch Aspirant. Okay, this is going better for sure. Nothing on the wheel. We're not going to play map. We're probably not going to play cleric, so... Remember, this is the nerfed version. So this is the one that only gives at the end of turn. Okay, Dauntless Bodyguard, Unbreakable Formation, Amaria's Call, Crawling Barrens. Fantastic, yeah. This is going much better now. We'll just take another 1-drop. We're going to wheel the Unbreakable Formation. And now we can probably end up cutting the Immortal Sun and just keeping our curve super low. Hopefully we can get... Ooh... I guess maybe getting 6 more playables is not super likely, but this deck doesn't need to run more than 16 lands. Could even probably go to 15. If we could keep the curve the same like this. Ministrant of Obligation. Well, it's better than Realm Cloak Giant in our deck. I guess this gives us another way to, like, survive a Wrath type effect. If they Wrath, we at least get a couple of tokens out of the deal. This is a low, low curve. Look at our average cost, 2.2. Even my mono white deck didn't have a curve this slow. Okay, nice picks here. We have a Cathar's Crusade, Dancing Sword. I think the sword might be a little bit better. The Crusade is just a little bit too expensive. It will probably wheel as well. Cleansing Nova, no. Lower Hold Command, no. We might run Icy Manipulator in this deck. It's not a crazy top-end card to play. Super old school, but, I mean, by turn 4, we're probably not going to be tapping out too much more afterwards, right? I could definitely see running the Icy Manipulator here. What other white cards are there? Ephemerate, no. We can just run the Scrounger in this deck, certainly. And even run, like, the random Isolated Chapel for the random upside if we don't want to take this Restoration Angel. Restoration Angel does what here? Flickers Farmhand. Flickers Inspector. Flickers Bodyguard. Yeah, I guess we'll take it. Danto Vanguard. Oh man, that was a 2-drop that somehow I didn't remember. But this is one of the best 2-drops in white. That's a great choice here. And now hopefully, I think the next pack is the one that's going to have the Selfless Savior, right? Our opening pack, where I think we took the Thraben Inspector. Is that right? No. Regardless of where it is, we should be wheeling some number of white creatures here. Would be my hope. If we can wheel 2 more of the cheap white creatures, or white cards, then we can just add 15 planes and say, easy. Easy money. There's the dog. Perfect. Selfless Savior indeed came back. Like a good boy would. One more card here. Let's see, we have 3 equipment in the deck right now. Dancing Sword, Bone Splitter, and the Maul. That's probably okay, though. The creature count's already up to 16. And that's not including, like, the History of Benalia. Treasure Map, no. I feel like there should be one more card coming back around. Ah, that's what it was. Unbreakable Formation. Fantastic. Alright, that is the deck. It was a little bit rough pickings at times, or even no pickings at times. But we ended up with, I think, a really good mono-white deck. Now, I'm not sure how good this archetype is in the format. I haven't played against too much mono-white. And it seems a little bit harder to get... Well, let's put it this way. We're probably not going to outvalue people, but we'll certainly out-aggro people. Or at least I hope. But this looks good to me. Alright, 16 lands total. And let's go. We have like 5 1-drops, a bunch of 2-drops. Probably the #1 card we don't want to play against is what, like Languish? Because other Wrath type effects, at least we have some ways to give Indestructible through, but feels like Languish might be our Achilles heel. Alright, we won the die roll. Ah. And somehow we don't have a 1-drop or a 2-drop creature. But I do have a History of Benalia. I think what I'm going to do here is cycle the cast out turn 1 and try to find a creature to cast next turn. Perfect. Oh, even better. Double 1-drop. Alright. So 2 1-drops on turn 2 into a History of Benalia. Seems like a good one to me. On the Wolfhaven ramp. So what card am I gonna fold to? Like a Gargaroth? Steam Vents, shock. Gilded Goose and 3 mana open, okay. Pass. Oh, Cycle Nimble Obstructionist to counter the trigger of the history. Okay, I dig that. Let's play our Bone Splitter, attack the Inspector, and hit in for 7. Clone Crafter, sure. Well, they're probably gonna hit a cheap creature off of me, of course. So our Knight is gonna turn into a 4/3 next turn. They took my Dauntless Bodyguard, nice, and they hold up food this way too. That was a really good hit for them. I guess we give Indestructible to our dog and smash out. Brineborn Cutthroat, alright. Well, we're gonna shelter whatever they try to kill here. The Bodyguard is on the Clone Crafter. Sure. We'll shelter, give our Knight Pro Blue. Did not want to see another land, but that's fine. And we'll equip the Splitter to our dog, since our dog is protected by the Bodyguard. What is opponent playing? Like Teamer Flash or something? If nothing else changes, we're just planning on animating the Cave of the Frost Dragon and attacking with everything. What you gonna brainstorm into? And do you have a shuffle effect? Okay. Alright, that's fine. So they can go back up to 9 if they want to here with the food. Shepherd of the Flock doesn't really do much right now, so let's just smash in. Alright, they go to 9, so they're probably gonna chump my dog then? Sure. Chump the dog, go to 2. Alright, we can deal with that. They can flip their Azcanta here, pitching the Magma Opus. Ooh, so hopefully they don't have a Mizzix's Mastery. Well, that is even better than a Mizzix's Mastery here, obviously. Yikes. So I can keep the dog alive. Ugh, that's gross. Oh wait, they're not shooting the dog. Right, that makes sense. Alright. all of a sudden, this game doesn't look as good. Huh. That's kind of interesting. I could just trade for the Scholar right now if I wanted to. That might be the best play. Animate the cave. Equip the splitter to it. Make them trade. They still have his Kanta active though. Alright, activate his Kanta. Shark Typhoon. Dang it, I can make another flyer with that one. Voracious Hydra. Okay, so they're gonna punch the dog. Don't do that, it's rude. Them not attacking for 4 is a little bit strange. I'm wondering if I want to bounce my own... Bounce my own Clarion Spirit here just to make a token for the turn. And being able to make another 2/2 the following turn. I guess it's probably just better to run this out and make another token, huh? Let's equip the Shepherd, since that way it can trade with one of those other creatures. So they can make a huge shark here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. They can make an 8/8 shark. Oh no, that's not a good sign. If they're casting that out, they can obviously make a flyer this turn. Mythos of Aluna, yeah. They're gonna fight the flyer, okay. So we can go Cleric, Unbreakable Formation, move the Bone Splitter to the Spirit, and it's a double chump. Okay, we're not out of it, but they have his Kanta activation still. And they can make a dog with the Haven. So hopefully they somehow brick here. Oh, they did! Oh my gosh. Wow! Ooh! That was absurd. We got very lucky there. Or I guess maybe we didn't. We don't know how many things as Kanta could hit in their deck. But wow, that Unbreakable Formation turn was huge. They were so, I mean, they did stabilize, but we were able to just pull out a little bit ahead. All right, this is a fantastic looking hand. We're on the draw, but if opponent's not playing a fast deck, then we are going to run them over. I think I'm gonna lead on the dog here. Play the Clarion Spirit next turn. It's a tap land. I guess they're mono green. They searched up a forest with the sequence. Nice. Okay. So, what can we do here? 2/3 is really freaking annoying. Let's go ahead and start making some tokens then, I guess. Let's play the Bodyguard on the Clarion Spirit, play the Sword, make a flyer, pass the turn. And we can start smashing in the air. Chariot's pretty gross. Played a Kazandu tap, sure. That's a good one. Alright, so I guess we're not gonna equip the sword then. We're gonna go Luminarch. Usher, make another token, attack for 1 in the air. And then I think we're gonna pump up our Clarion Spirit here. Because versus mono green, if we can just make 1 huge creature, we should be in good shape. Warm Shambler. Land is a green card, right? Yeah, okay. So Shelter is going to be really good to push through the final points of damage. Oh, nice. So they accrue the Chariot, and that gives them 3 different creature types, or power types. Alright, so we block with Spirit and the 1/1 token. Okay, sack the Bodyguard, protect the Spirit. I mean, they could have Inscription of Abundance, but what am I going to do about it? Block with my Usher in addition? That doesn't seem very good to me. Oh, this is not going to work, because I also have the dog for the Clarion Spirit. They might have made a small mistake there. Or maybe they were willing to get rid of it like that. Who knows? Alright. So yeah, let's make a flyer. Let's make a 3/3 here. Swing in for 3 in the air. And then I guess it's still better to pump up the Clarion Spirit, because they could have an artifact removal spell like Wreck Sage for my Stone Coil. Ah! So they're gonna fight the Clarion Spirit? Dang it. Right out of range. Alright, you got me. They're willing to trade with Stone Coil. Yeah, I guess we do that. Seems like a good trade before they can get that big. Well, crap. We are starting to fall behind for sure. Yikes. Alright, that is GG. Alright, I'm good enough to concede there. I don't think we... I mean, I'll give it one more draw step, but I don't think we have a way to come back from this. We're taking way too much damage this turn. Their creatures are just super fat. I'm still taking 11. Cast out is good. But that's a little too late. Too little too late even. Yeah, alright, and they make a beast. Alright, I'm good enough to scoop. Yeah, turns out green is larger than white. We had a chance there for a bit with the flyers. That Voracious Hydra really wrecked us though. It's the perfect size, the perfect time to kill the Clarion Spirit. Because if we get that Clarion Spirit with one more counter on it, we get to untap, hold up shelter, yeah. Then they don't even have any good attacks. Good stuff. Okay, on the play here. Ooh, we need to find some more lands, but this is a keeper. Oh, is this a mirror match? Okay, let's play out the Clarion Spirit. If we miss on a land drop, what we can do is double spell with the Shepherd. Thankfully, we did not miss on a land. Let's go Thraben plus sword. Make a 1/1. And then I'm definitely willing to trade for my Clarion Spirit and their Aspirant if they want to. That thing's gonna start getting a little bit out of control, it feels like. Okay. Well, the full-on mirror match is a go. Shadow Spear is gonna be the mirror breaker here, it seems like. Let's see. Well, we do have a decent turn here. Can bounce the land to our hand since we're missing a land, so that's one free spell. And we can Stone Coil on 3, make a 1/1 with the Clarion Spirit, and then we can Venerated Loxodon. Give all of our creatures +1/+1, or they ultimate their history. That's what I'm talking about with Venerated Loxodon, though. The card is nasty. Giant Killer Stone Coil, okay. Annoying. And let's make a 3/4 here. Shadow Spear is what's going to be the mirror breaker. Feels like. Oh, they didn't even equip. Huh. Okay, well, I'll go for it. Wow, that seems very strange. They lost their biggest creatures for that Shadow Spear. Yeah, Brutal Cathar's good, but... I wonder about that. Right. Let's pump up the flyer again. Smack in for 4. And I think we need to pump our Thraben Inspector one more time, because the Shadow Spear is +1/+1, so if they equip it to the Brutal Cathar, I need a 4/5, or a 5 toughness creature. They have the Giant Killer to tap, but that's going to eat their whole turn cycle for them to do that. And we still have better pressure in the air right now. Oh. Oh, man. Maul plus Shadow Spear. Well, that obviously swings a race. I better find something good off of this. Not great. This is first strike, right? No, not yet. Okay, so play the farmhand. Up here. Attacking with these 3. Okay. And let's pump up the farmhand, because that's going to turn into a lifelinker. Ah! Brutal Cathar and frickin' Angel of Sanctions. How are we getting a mono-white mirror match? That is actually absurd. Dang it. Yeah, this sucks. This really does suck. See, we're supposed to play against, like, the control-y decks. Not this nonsense. So they're gonna go back up to 7 next turn. Let's keep pumping the Thraben Inspector, I guess, so it can attack unless they pump up the Brutal Cathar. I don't see how we can win this, though. Basri, that would have been a good Planeswalker. That's the Planeswalker that we definitely wanted to have. Okay. They're gonna go back up to 8. Ah. Well, I guess what I can do is maybe attack with the Ministrant to get 2 tokens. See, they're gonna tap my Cathar. Yeah, attack with the Ministrant to get 2 tokens, assuming they block, which they might not. Alright, they made the right play then.
This is getting rough.
Yeah, jeez. Don't know what if that could have done differently here. They just drew Luminarch faster, and then they had 2 good creatures.
I will guard your advance.
I'm just dead on board. I can flash in the Restoration Angel, but they can tap it with Giant Killer. How? How do we get paired against a mono white deck? Alright, we're 1 and 2. Alright, so spoilers from what I was talking about in the previous draft that I recorded, the one that went up yesterday. We went 1 and 3 with mono black. It would be very unfortunate if we also went 1 and 3 with mono white. I don't even think I've done anything poorly. We definitely did not have a good deck for the mirror in the last match. They had a much better deck against us. Let's hope we can get a few wins on our belt. We're gonna win out from here. Guarantee it. Guarantee. You know when I guarantee it, it's guaranteed. Alright, on the draw. It's a fine hand. It doesn't have a 1-drop, but we can curve out otherwise. 2, 3, 4. Oh no, are you kidding? If somehow we're playing against another mono white deck, I'm gonna once again put on my tinfoil hat and say, what the hell? How does that happen? Okay, well. It's basically a mirror match. Tinfoil hat. Arena algorithm. Boo! Yeah, take that, graveyard. Well, I was going to play Bone Splitter after cycling the cast out, but I guess since I drew another non-creature spell, we just have to let him take one of them. Nothing I can do about that. But yeah, if we hadn't drawn Shelter, I could cycle cast out. There aren't that many non-creature cards to draw. So then presumably we could play out the Bone Splitter and have the Nightmare Brick, but good beats. Ooh, they have really good fixing though. Alright, let's smash. And I'm just gonna slam the Icing Death. Sure. So they're gonna gain a life, I'm gonna lose a life, but we're gonna get 2 1/1 flyers. I will take that. Huh. Okay. That's fine. Good creature get attacks, tap target creature depending player controls, and then I get +2/+0. Alright. Oh, I also got a clue from that as well. Really? Well, that is unfortunate. Yeah, it's an obvious choice. I will double block if they attack. Sure. Celebrant's super annoying. Trading for one of my tokens was a steal of a deal for me. Alright, let's pop. Look for a relevant card. It's not relevant. All right, it's a race. Ooh, that's really bad for me with their ministrant. Hmm. That is a problem. Yeah, definitely not blocking. So if they don't have a creature, then they can't priest. Man, that ministrant also unlocks another priest activation for them too. Well, this really sucks. We are absolutely going to 1 and 3. I don't even think the deck is bad, right? We just kind of got wrecked by, I mean, I don't want to say better decks, but it doesn't help that I've drawn 8 lands to their 5. Actually, they only drew 4 lands because they played Skittering. Ay, 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 ay. Alright, we will sack our farmhands. The shelter's gonna need to find something really good after they block. Okay, that's really good. That is indeed very good. Oh, I forgot giving Pro White knocked the icing thing off. Oh. Alright, well, I guess we can scoop them up. Jeez. Damn, I'm sad. But hey, that's the way it goes sometimes. I mean, I'm not saying this is the reason why I hate drafting aggro decks in this format. I think we, like, both the previous mono black deck and now this mono white deck kind of just ran unfortunate, I think. But if I'm gonna lose, I would rather lose with a super cool deck that's trying to cast like 7+ drops, you know? Yeah, this, I don't think we can win this anymore. The Yawgmoth is just way too much value. Let's see, we want to move the Bone Splitter over. We're tapping the flyer. They could shoot that then. Actually, maybe we just want to move the Icing Death over. So I'll tap their flyer, they can sack their flyer, kill my flyer, my 3/1. Still be able to get in for potentially 5. They're also going to lose a life from the activation of Yawgmoth. I mean, this isn't unwinnable. It's just very unlikely that we win. That's fine. Wait, are they gonna... What is happening here? Huh. I mean, I know they can proliferate with the Yawgmoth. In fact, if they know the play, they can proliferate right now on my turn. Sorry, on their turn. And flip my History of Benalia. But they might not know that. Okay. Ah, that's game. Right, because now they can sack the Ministrant, make 2 more 1/1 flyers. Good beats. They might sack the Ministrant to kill the 1/1 right now. Then we go to 6. Oh, man, that's close. Not quite enough, but it's close. Oh wait, what? Oh no. If I had drawn a land, I would win this turn. Oh wait, what are they doing? Wait, they just left themselves dead on board. Okay. Well, this is why you don't concede, friends. Because the opponent just killed themselves. They're at 4. I equip Icing Fang. What just happened? I don't know what just happened. We should have lost this, but we didn't. I am very confused, but... Okay. We got very lucky there. We got very lucky there. That's all there is to say. Yeah. Like I said, easy 7 wins. Gonna win 5 more in a row. Never a chance. I was always a believer. This deck is great. It's alright. Magic's a hard game. Like, obviously the opponent made some mistakes there. But we also had to make sure that we gave ourselves the opportunity to win even through, you know. So, not only did we put ourselves in a position to win if the opponent made mistakes, the opponent then made the mistakes. And, like, if you've ever watched my stream before, hell, if you've ever watched any of my videos before, you'll know that I make plenty of mistakes myself. That's... Nobody plays 100% perfectly. But it is the small edges that sometimes elevate. Crazy, crazy, crazy. We're living on borrowed time right now, so any win from here on out, Gucci baby. Alright, this hand is fine. It needs to find 1 more land, but we might hit them for 4 on turn 2. But yeah, really, really need to hit a 3rd land. Oh my gosh, they have a freaking 1/1? Of course they do. Well, I'm actually going to attack here and see if they block, and if they do, I'm going to Pride of Conquerors. If they don't, then we're just going to play out the Dancing Sword. Surprised they didn't block. Shock? They have a 2-drop creature that they want to play? Ah, sure, sure, sure. So, the Bodyguard is a knight. But I think I'm willing to trade it for their for their wolf if they want to. If not, hey, that's great. Our Pride of Conquerors is actually going to be online really quickly here. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, yeah. Our Pride of Conquerors is going to be online next turn. No blocks. If you want to race OP, I am all for racing versus what we're doing here. I don't think I need to hold up Pride of Conquerors here, though. Sure. They mistimed this because now I still get to hit them for 6. They should have done it after I attacked, of course. Cute little thing with the dancing sword on the bodyguard. We can sack the bodyguard and instant speed make a dancing sword flyer. Bit greedy here to attack. They're gonna have to chump with their wolf next turn. So let's put the bone splitter on the other creature to split out our threats. Sadly, we lost the city's blessing when the history went away, so could not go for the kill. But we have 3 lethal creatures next turn, right? Both of these are lethal, and then the Cave of the Frost Dragon's lethal. In fact, we just win now. I sack the bodyguard, end of turn. Animate the cave. Right? Is this how this works? Yep. Easy money. All right. Whoo! We will take it. Oh, I guess I could have just cast out their Mind Flayer too. Oh no, we wouldn't have lethal that way, but yeah. All right. The show goes on. Living on borrowed time. We're 3-2 when I should have been 1-3. Okay, let's go. Hand's great here. We're gonna lead with turn 1 Usher on the play and probably just make a token. And then on turn 3 we can go like dog plus token or something. But since we have Unbreakable Formation in our hand, we really want to just maximize the number of creatures that we can get. Sure, that's a little bit too slow. Hit him for 3, make another 1/1, make a dog, end of turn. Second main, rather. We actually have a decision, though. Like, it might be better to hold up Unbreakable Formation versus a Wrath effect. I think I like doing that. Now, Languish will get us. Absolutely. Actually, I guess what... all the Wraths cost like 5, don't they? Maybe I just messed up. Yeah, I feel like I messed up. Alright, we're gonna pass priority here. I don't know if I like my play. But now their tome gets to go off. I should have actually played a creature the previous turn, because now if they Wrath me, we're gonna lose. Or I get extremely punished anyways. Ah! Dude, this is full regret. This is on me. So, well, no, because they had vanquished the Horde, so they could have actually wrathed me the previous turn. Unless they just drew it. I mean, I guess I could have just not played anything the turn I played Icing Death. This is strange. I'm just gonna equip and attack for 6. And pass. Keep holding up in the unbreakable formation now. I'm not sure why they main phased that. Serpent has trample, right? Yeah. So they are dead on board. Okay. You know what? That was a weird game. So I should have just continued my line of play, I think. And held open the unbreakable formation on the turn that I played Icing Death. Like, I knew that was the only way I was gonna lose. The Maze Mind Tome kind of made it tempting to have played out a creature, though. Because they could gain the 4 life, but... Man. Okay, well, 4 and 2. Should be 1 and 3, but we're 4 and 2. Ah. On the play, we finally drew our first pick. Don't have a 1-drop, but this is good enough to keep. We'll play Shepherd on 2, and then we can hit him for 5 on turn 3 with Shepherd into equip the Maul. Probably don't need to cycle here. Okay, I guess we'll play the Cleric instead. I think the Shepherd is going to be more value later on. And we don't need to necessarily equip the Maul, we can just attack for 2 here. Play out the Ministrant and Sandbag. Now next turn we can go Maul plus hold up the Shepherd. Okay. Or we can just cast out the Phoenix if we want to. Yeah, but I like playing Maul here. Equipping our Cleric. I don't really care if they trade with my Ministrant. I'll get 2 1/1 flyers if they do. Sure. Don't care about Zerial. So let's go cast out, eat the Phoenix, attack Zerial, kill it. We'll go ahead and attack their face with the Ministrant. Because if they block, they can't kill one of the flyers that gets made. They're gonna have to shoot my face. And this way we have a 2-turn air clock. Easy peasy. That's not very nice, but that doesn't affect the board in a meaningful way. Alright, your move, OP. You're at 6 life with 10 power worth of flyers in the air. Well, 12 power worth of flyers even. All I know is I was already defeated. In my mind, I had already lost. We lost at 1 or 2 wins or whatever it was. And now we're rattling off That just goes to show you that I'm the best in the world. Yeah. I could have pretended and said, play to your outs, don't ever give up, yada, yada, yada. But no, it's just I'm the best in the world. So what can you expect? Spinning straw into gold. In all seriousness, no. This deck is not bad. We did run up into some unfortunate matches. Our run should be over, but we were given a second chance, and we are taking full advantage of that. Okay, on the play here, and our hand is nuts. This is the type of hand we want to see. One drop, or two drop into turn 3 history. Oh, into double one drop? Alright. Especially if our opponent's playing some slower deck, this is just gonna end the game. That ain't gonna do it. I guess our concern here is the Vanquish the Horde or the other Wrath. So I think because of that, I'm actually gonna go like this. We still hit him for a lot of damage, but this plays around Vanquish the Horde. Sure. Surprise. They did not eat the, Interesting. They did not eat the sword. Alright, let's equip the dog. Attack with both. Okay, that gives us a lot of information if they're just chumping then. Even if they're trading, I think I still just make a 1-1. Because we have enough of a board position right here that I think I'd rather try to play around a Wrath. That's a problem. That is less of a problem, but still a problem. Damn Lyra here. Okay, well, they go back up to 12. But at least Lyra's off the board. Sure. Alright, let's just attack. I'll go ahead and run out the history now. This is probably going to get a counter spell. Ooh, a spell pierce of all things. Pretty good. But need to go back on the pressure. If they have a Wrath, so be it. It's 5/5 flyer, sure. So let's see, we have 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 permanents. We can put them to 2. So I guess we go here into here and force them to have a Wrath. I assume if they played Scholar last turn, they don't have it. If they have settled the wreckage, then God bless them. Alright, easy, baby. Woo! There's nothing to say here. We are taking full advantage of the free roll, and now we are 1 away from 7 wins, so This was going to be another very sad video where back-to-back mono-color decks went 1 and 3, but instead we can live, laugh, and love, or whatever the phrase is, and say, hey, look at this. We did a thing. Yeah, okay. So hopefully we win the die. Like, winning the die roll in the best of one format is huge when you're playing an aggro deck. It just makes your curve outs so much more impressive. All right, final boss. Let's do this. We are on the play. We have a decent looking hand. Thraben Inspector means even if we don't draw a creature to play on turn 2, we still have a play on turn 2, so pretty dang good. Red. Do we want to play out the dog? The answer is yes, because our curve out's hopefully going to be Ministrant into Icing Fang, and then the dog will serve its purpose there. This might be another aggro matchup. It is indeed. Okay. So I am more than happy to trade the Thraben Inspector in for 4 damage. And we have a really good follow-up blocker for it as well. Like if they attack with a Danto next turn, I will snap block with the Ministrant. AS for 2, that is fine. Did not hit the land, sadly, so I guess we'll just go for pressure here. I'm going to put this on the Thraben Inspector and just attack with Thraben and Ministrant. Alright, goodbye me. Alright, I guess they eat them all here. That's fine. Not ideal, but it's fine. Clarion Spirit. Into Bodyguard, protect the spirit, make a 1/1 flyer. And you know what? I think I'm going to actually attack with the Ministrant. They can block with the Machias and pump the Machias itself. But then I get 2 more 1/1 flyers, and I think that's more important than just having a random 2/1 on the ground. Yep. So, that's intentional. This increases our flying clock by a very large amount. And yeah, if we get to play Icing Fang in the next turn or two, then feels like it's going to be pretty hard to lose. Yeah, that's annoying. That can also be very annoying, actually. Okay. Well, we are going to get the Icing Death here. But opponent's not doing too poorly anymore. Let's see. If we draw like Pride of Conquerors, we'll get an insta-win, basically. Phoenix of Ash, sure. Yeah, the Welcoming Vampire is the only relevant creature right now. It's blocking all of my flyers, as well as drawing them a bunch of extra cards a turn. Okay. Oh, hello. Yes. So I can do one of two. I can cast out their cast out, or I can just cast out their Welcoming Vampire. I think I'd rather hit their Welcoming Vampire than get back my Maul of the Skyclaves at this point. And then we'll just attack with the icing. So they do have a giant killer on the board now, which means they will be able to Lightning Helix. There's not. I guess we'll go ahead and protect it. Sadly, they're still going to gain 3 life here, but this keeps our icing death alive for another turn. Yeah, close game. Now it's Giant Killer that's ruining us. Kind of. We have some really good draws, but we need to find them pretty soon. Dire Fleet Daredevil. I don't have anything in my graveyard. Perfect. Alright, let's draw. Let's go to combat. They're gonna tap. Oh, they didn't tap my icing. Oopsies, that's a mistake on their part. Well, they're tapping it now, but it's still going to get infinite damage if they do. I can get kind of cute here. I can, they are going to block. They only have 1 card in their graveyard right now. Okay, I'll shelter. I'm most concerned about their life linker with the Machias. But this eats their Phoenix, which doesn't have any cards in the graveyard. And keeps the air pressure alive. Ugh. That was a good draw step. Okay. Well, now we are kind of in a bad place. So I'm gonna block the life linker with the Thraben Inspector. Block here, block here. Give our Clarion Spirit indestructible. And then I'm going to bounce our Thraben Inspector so they don't gain any life and we get to rebuy a clue. I'm going to take no damage. They're going to lose their Dire Fleet. Not the worst. Really, it just feels like Pride of Conquerors or bust at this point. Ah. They're gonna let me kill Sarah. Alright, I'm okay with that. I guess Sarah was always gonna die, wasn't it? Never mind. Yeah, we're losing. Seems like in these, like we've played a couple of mirrors now, and seems like the mirror matches, we've just been wrecked by a couple cards. Mikaeus here is just completely brutalizing us. Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's probably game over. That dancing sword doesn't really do much for us. Yep. Alright, we're just gonna pass here. Hold the sword. Might be able to get us an extra Clarion Spirit trigger, but... I'd say we're like 3% to lose. Or, sorry, 3% to win this game. Sounds like a good number. Dang, Mikaeus. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. How much damage is this? Infinite? I guess I'm at 20, so we're not dead. 6, 7, 10, 5, 6, 7. So I need to block one of the Phoenix. Take 6, 7, 8, 13. Oh, whoopsies. I should have animated my cave and blocked the 2/2. Slight punt there. They'd still gain the same amount of life, but I'd be at 2 more life. And they wouldn't have that 2/2 life linker. But again, I don't think it matters. Resto Angel, Flicker. Nope. Good game. Alright. That's fine by me. We got to what, 6 wins? On a complete free roll, so I'm glad we rattled up a couple of wins to showcase how a mono white deck can do. But yeah, I am not enticed by drafting these type of decks in the Arena Cube. I'm gonna continue to say it. Aggro decks are great. All archetypes are viable in this format, so draft what you want to draft. And for me personally, I don't care for these type of decks. I'd rather draft the dirtily 5 color, you know, do some cool flashy stuff. But if you like aggro decks like this in a cube, please. This is a great strategy, whether it be mono white, mono red, or just, you know, any kind of aggro deck, then that is perfectly acceptable. But for now, thanks for watching, and we'll see you guys next time. Hit that like and subscribe. Peace out.